Full moments together. Because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Shop Purple's Black Friday sale and save up to $800 on a mattress and base. Purple. Less pain, better sleep.
And as I was saying earlier too, we also have it on our website where you can see lists of restaurants and places that are offering some meals or some free items for veterans, Tom.
Yeah, quite a bit. You know, free coffee, some restaurants doing some cool promotions, and there's a lot of businesses like to just, like everybody else, just say thank you for, serving with your time and in the armed forces here in the United States, and we really do appreciate that. And today's a day we recognize. I
know. Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to our heroes and enjoy your day. Well, Lego is boldly going where no Lego has gone before. The Danish toy company is launching its first ever Star Trek kit. For $400,000, Lego enthusiasts and Trekkies alike can build a 3,600-piece replica of the USS Enterprise D. Wow. It's the iconic starship featuring a detachable command saucer, secondary hull, and opening shuttle bay with 2 mini shuttle pods. This comes with 9 minifigures of the next generation crew, including Jean-Luc Picard. Did I say that right, guys?
Jean-Luc Picard.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about Star Trek. I'm going to be
Patrick
honest.
Stewart.
Pre-orders are now available online at Lego stores. But I do know Legos. Legos are really cool.
Yeah, they are. And I bet, do you guys remember Star Wars had that big Death Star Lego set?
Yes.
I never had that, but a friend of mine did. That thing was like this big.
I know. I think it's like a couple $100s.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, and I bet this would probably be a couple
not
$100
cheap.
too.
Yeah.
And Picard is named after a balloonist from way back when in France.
Was that right?
The early aeronauts, yeah.
Oh, man, okay.
That's cool.
Picard.
I love that, love that. Well, Tom, thank you for joining us here. What do you guys have going on today for Unscripted?
Well, let's see. We have a discussion about the Festival of Trees.
Oh, that's right. That's coming up.
All right. Yeah, that's coming up. And it's something I always like to make mention of, warn people. They can clear the room if they need to. Turn back time.
Yay!
Coming back on this Tuesday.
Yeah, that's another of the things coming. Just a lot of fun. We're going to talk veterans and just all sorts of things. We have a question of the day. We aim for fun, and once in a while we hit it right on the nose. So I'm hoping today is one of those days.
I would say it's always fun on Unscripted. We love it.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for tuning in this morning. Happy Veterans Day. And we'll see you back here 11 for midday.
Introducing Purple, the only mattress with the GelFlex grid, designed to relieve pressure and reduce pain, so you can end and start your day feeling refreshed. From quiet mornings to meaningful moments together. Because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Shop Purple's Black Friday sale and save up to $800 on a mattress and base. Purple. Less pain, better sleep.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
The bravest person I know is my daughter, Cynthia.
My friend Sean, and he was in the Air Force.
One of the bravest things he ever did wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
It was when he asked to move in with me and my mom.
I felt like I was lost, and you gave me a place to stay.
She went on foreign soil. She went to war. But the bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up
Laws
and
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop
normalizing.
bullying.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right?
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, thank you.
Usually you're here on Monday.
I know, Monday and Wednesday. Oh, yeah. So it's throwing me off, but I'm enjoying a little schedule change, my friend.
Okay, all right.
I'm Jeremy Rabe.
I'm Tom Turton, and I thought it was Monday, too, because Jeremy is here.
Well, see, I thought, because I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
And we did the taste. My aunt said thank you for liking their food.
Oh,
their stuff.
Quite welcome. Thank you for, giving him some that he could share with us.
They were very happy with your review.
Ah.
Yeah, because then I kept thinking today is Wednesday because I saw you yesterday. It was Monday, but I wasn't here for the full show.
Right.
Anyway, it's.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strange week already. And, adding insult to injury, it's cold to start the week, and now it's really windy out there, too.
I have not been out there this morning yet, just to get to my car and back, but that was it.
Yeah, we have a wind chill morning, so I dress warmly.
I cannot take this cold, and it's just started. I hate it.
We'll get warmer as we go into the week. It'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, I haven't even looked at Tom's forecast yet, so
well,
I will be anxious to see that.
It will be warmer than it is this morning.
That's good. Also, Tom,
we're kind of low energy
I
here.
I know. Wait, I want to tell you something, though, I observed on the plane this weekend.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Go ahead.
Here's something I observed on the plane. And this has happened, well, yeah, that too.
Okay.
9 times out of 10. When the pilot is on the ground, he goes, all right, we'll be taking off here shortly. We'll be going from Dallas to Springfield. The flight time is about 1 hour and 2 minutes. We'll be cruising at 34,000 feet. And it looks like it's going to be a completely smooth ride.
Yeah.
Every time they say it's a smooth ride, it's a bumpy ride. And every time they tell me it's going to be a bumpy ride, it's a smooth ride. I'm telling you, I have flown a lot in the past 2 years. Like, well we're going to have some turbulence over New Mexico, and we're going to be, and it's completely smooth.
They have your picture in the cockpit, and they say if he gets on board, mess with him.
I'm just saying, I don't know what it is about them, and I think they are messing with me, Tom.
Clear air turbulence.
They're like, it's going to be just a smooth, clean ride into Springfield, and it was bumpy the whole time.
Oh.
They couldn't even bring the cart out for drink service.
Think of how bumpy it would have been if they said it was going to be a bumpy ride, though. You'd have been flung up and down in the cabin.
I have flown to Europe on a very bumpy flight. Like, I'm talking like it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I may have been holding. I was traveling with a group from Carnival Cruise Lines, and the girl next to me was sobbing, crying, squeezing my hand. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
I'm the person who holds the plane up by the armrest.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I white knuckle it.
I'll do that. Oh yeah. I've had a couple of flights where I called on a much higher power.
Oh yes.
Keep this thing in the air, please.
Goodness gracious. But yeah, something I had found. Yeah. But then now I just lost it. I had another point to make, but now I've lost it.
Something you on the plane?
No. Do we have food?
They tell you it's going to be good food. It's not, or.
Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say.
Do they have peanuts or not?
Did you know on Sundays in Texas, they don't serve any... Listen, I need a drink when I'm flying, okay? And we're flying so early, none of the bars were open.
Oh.
Is that just a Texas thing, or is that an all-everywhere thing on Sundays? They didn't open until like 10:30? My flight was at 8.
It depends on what the laws are.
I need a cocktail when I'm flying, okay? Just saying. I need a little mimosa, a little Bloody Mary. But no, none of the bars were open when I got to the airport.
I would rather be cold stone sober when I'm scared to death.
Not me. I'm going to... Ray and I are right there.
All right.
All right, anywho, guys, we're going to bump up the energy. Here is what is happening. I need some food, Tom, just
All right.
so you know.
All right.
A police call about a person riding a bull in an Ohio Walmart parking lot turned into a memorable encounter for an excited officer. Take a look at this.
This is Gus. This is Gus. Gus is famous. He's a Brahma bull.
Can I pet Gus?
Absolutely.
I would also like to pet Gus. That looks like the tamest bull I've ever seen. The officer was immediately taken with the bull. Body camera video shows the officer petting Gus and then getting up on the bull to take a photo. And you could see in the video the officer hands his phone off so he can get a picture. The Alliance, Ohio Police Department shared the photo on their social media, showing the officer giving the camera a thumbs up. Look at that sweet. Now that bull looks so lovely. Not like the ones we usually see at the PBR.
Well, you don't normally see Brahmas in the wild in Ohio, but I guess. Don't they call them Brahmas in Texas?
I have, yes, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Although, don't do a lot of bull riding and or going, but I love when the PBR comes here and we get to see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is actually true. I would have totally gotten on that one, because that looks a little more tame, you know.
They're tame until they're not tame.
Until they're not. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
But I'm sure that one's been tame for a long time. You don't bring a not tame animal that size, that power into a parking lot in Ohio. Generally not.
Well,
generally not.
Seen some crazy things.
Okay. Lots of people have thoughts about the moon. Right? They claim full moons make them restless or out of sorts. But what does science say? Well, Swiss researchers did a study. They looked at people's sleep patterns during various phases of the moon. When the moon was full, they found a 30% drop in deep sleep brain activity. During that same time period, it also took participants 5 minutes longer to fall asleep, and they slept 20 minutes less overall. People had no idea why their sleep was being studied, and they had no idea it was being studied for lunar effects. Other studies also show disruptions in sleep habits during the full moon, and some studies show women experience even more disruptions during this time than men.
Interesting. Well,
I think there's a perfectly good explanation.
What?
When the moon is full, all right, there is more visibility. You can see better.
Yes.
Way back when we didn't live in cities and stuff and we lived just out on the land, there were more animals that were predators and they could come and get you or your livestock or something. So when the moon was full, your body tended to be a little more awake, so it could be awake much more quickly in the event of danger. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I like your theory. I thought you were going to say there's more light, and therefore the light makes you wake up.
No, I think it's because your body is aware the predators are out. You know, things can see better, even if they're human predators. You're more in a state of semi-awareness that way.
That reminds me of a song my grandmother used to sing to us that was a very, very morbid song as a nursery rhyme. I think it's from Germany, called Poor Babes in the Woods. About these two little kids. I mean, my grandmother would rock us to sleep singing this song about two little kids who went to the woods and died.
Oh.
And but the reason I bring that up is because she goes, the sun it went down and the moon gave no light. They sobbed and they sighed and they bitterly cried. And then the poor babes, they lay down and died. Why, who sings that to kids? But my grandmother, I have great memories of her rocking me to sleep singing Poor Babes in the Woods.
With real rocks? I mean...
If anybody out there knows that song, please let me know. It's called Poor Babes in the Woods.
I'm sure that... I'm surprised she didn't say, Jeremy's all die terribly. Go to sleep, little one. Yeah.
I'm so depressed now.
Real personal.
Tom, she was probably singing like, you shut up, I gotta get this man to stop crying so I can go to sleep.
That's it.
That's it. I'm gonna go on social media and sing that song and see if anybody knows it.
Yeah.
Tom is frigid outside.
So many of those nursery rhymes, you know, they got these alternate meanings. Now you're like, what? I haven't seen the end of that one. Isn't it like Ring Around the Rosie?
Yes, it's
Don't they
terrible.
like all die at the end of that?
It's about the plague.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
A lot of Grimm's fairy tales are very grim in the original.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. All right. Springfield right now from the tower camera, looking at a sunrise. Mix of sun and clouds out there this morning. It'll be pretty similar to this looking sky all day today. Some clouds, some sun here and there. It's cold again this morning in the 30s and 20s. We'll find a little bit warmer day today than yesterday. We only got to 36 degrees yesterday in the afternoon. One of the coldest days of the year so far for the season. And looking at satellite and radar right now, a few upper-level clouds blowing on through. There'll still be a mix of sun and clouds, though, in those skies. The cold air is starting to move eastward. You can see it largely, right? This snow shower there going through Illinois, that's kind of the edge of the jet stream to our east. It dives down to the Gulf Coast, up through Florida, and then it comes back up again on the East Coast, and that's where you're going to find your coldest air. So it has moved eastward versus where it was yesterday, where it was over the Ozarks. So now today it's moving out. It is going to bring the cold air, though, with freeze warnings all the way down to the Gulf Coast, the Florida Panhandle, down to Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, even parts of southern Louisiana, New Orleans. Pretty cold this morning at 38 degrees, 28 in Jackson, 30 in Atlanta, 40 degrees in Tampa. That's pretty cold for Tampa, Florida. And you can see it there, though, the coldest air to our east. Milder air trying to blow in from the west. Look at this, 30s and 40s across Kansas and Oklahoma. We'll tap into that later today. It's going to get windy today, too. A south wind right now gusting over 30 miles an hour in Joplin. It'll be windy today, okay? Wind chills now, 20 degrees about, but it will be warming up later today, close to 60 degrees. Fire weather will be elevated this afternoon because of the wind and the dry air. The warm air, though, does blow in, and the rest of the work week through Saturday looks pretty nice. A weak cold front blows through Saturday night, not going to do anything for us. We got this other storm system down to the southwest. It's going to swing up on Sunday and Monday, and that'll be, believe it or not, our next best chance of rain as we go to the early part of next week. So largely the rest of this week through about Saturday is dry, and we do get warmer. All right, talking 70s as we go to the weekend, and then rain showers possible Sunday, but we're starting to eye Monday for the better chance of rain there. There will be some rain coming our way. It's just a slow-moving system. The timing will change a little bit, but yeah, we need some rain. We're going to try to find some early next week.
Oh, the 70s look nice, though. 70s I'll take. My little cats are not knowing what to do. They'll go outside and they'll turn right back around to come back in because it's so cold right now.
I noticed you took the rain chances out of the weekend.
Yes, we did.
Pushed them into the work week, huh?
Oh, yeah, trying to push it off.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you,
Yeah,
Tom.
one of those cutoff systems, and so timing's kind of like, well,
yeah,
it's going to be a day early or a day late. So.
Yep.
Do you guys realize that Thanksgiving is almost just 2 weeks away?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
What is it, 3 Thursdays from this week? Yeah.
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 There's 2 full weeks and then it's Thanksgiving week.
Wow.
Wow. All right, that weather is too legit to quit with Mr. Tom Schmidt. All right, coming up is our question of the day. Hope you're ready to play. Today, it's about Sundays. Oh, see, I'm trying to rhyme everything. I tried.
This Veterans Day, Leland Vittert goes inside the nation's most historic military academy and sits down with Bill O'Reilly to explore America's military legacy. America's Greatest Warriors, tonight at 10/9 Central, only on News Nation.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Time for our question of the day, brought to you by Schubert Mitchell Homes and Flat Branch Home Loans. It's National Sunday Day. Sunday Day?
Sunday Day.
Yeah, and I think what we want to know here, what's your favorite topping on your Sunday? And don't forget, please play along. There's a QR code. Just go there. Jeremy is doing his best Vanna White impression there. Are you ready?
1,
okay.
2, 3.
Poor babes in the woods, poor babes in the woods.
You found it! Oh my gosh. Matt Shuey found my grandmother's nursery rhyme.
The whole thing is someone sang it and recorded it. It sounded like Doris Day.
It did sound like Doris Day.
So Doris Day sang the one about we're taking the babies to the woods and they're going to die.
How depressing, guys. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah.
But if you know the song, let me know. That did sound like Doris Day. You're right.
It did. I mean, it might not be, but it sounded like, was it Doris Day?
Matt Shuey, do we know who that was singing or no? We'll find out. Okay.
All right. Here are the choices. Of course, you can do any choice, but leave a comment with that. Fudge, caramel, cherries, sprinkles, banana, nuts, whipped cream, cookie pieces. I'll take it plain. I guess that means just a scoop of ice cream.
So it's not a Sunday anymore.
Yeah, right. And other. And so far, fudge jumps to the early 100% lead. What's your favorite?
Of these choices, I'd say caramel.
Caramel? Okay.
I do like caramel.
Well, you're gaining.
But I don't know. There is something about like a scoop of vanilla with caramel, whipped cream, and then some sprinkles of your favorite candy bar.
Now, there's a question I have. What person just puts whipped cream on ice cream?
Okay, that's a good question.
I mean, usually there's something else in there.
You should have seen my little cousins this weekend.
No, I've heard about them. I don't. No. Don't make me.
They would get a plate.
Yeah.
And instead of putting like the pumpkin pie or the pies on the plate with whipped cream, they would take a plate and just put a big pile of whipped cream and just eat the whipped cream off the plate.
Oh, I can understand that. I'm talking about putting it on ice cream, though.
So you'd rather have it by itself than even on ice cream?
I guess. I've never seen someone I mean, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I've never seen it.
But Tom, on the flippity flip,
Yeah.
who just puts sprinkles on just a scoop of ice cream? To me, that's like...
The whole thing about a sundae is you put this stuff and then you put whipped cream on top.
True.
And maybe a maraschino cherry so that when you give it to me, I can go and throw the maraschino cherry over.
I'm with you on that.
It's a good luck thing, I guess.
I don't understand people who like sprinkles, though.
Yeah.
They're just little hard bits of stuff. They don't taste like anything.
It's just more sugar, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine is actually, it would be a combination of things. I think also Sunday, if I could be wrong on this, it was invented at the World's Fair when it was in St. Louis, a Sunday.
Okay.
I think.
So
it may be a Missouri treat.
Oh, you should look into that for Turning Back Time.
It was either that or it was invented because of blue laws. So you couldn't have alcohol or anything, so they made this ice cream treat, and they call it a sundae because you made it on Sundays when people couldn't sell alcohol. One or the other.
That's amazing.
I think.
Can I say I'm surprised strawberries?
We have someone over there looking it up as we speak.
Thank you, Ray.
Or else Ray's just playing on her phone.
Tom, where's strawberry? Because usually with a banana split,
in
there's
other.
one.
It's got to be another.
But still.
I know.
Cherries.
Long as they're not maraschino cherries, I would go okay. But yeah, you tend to go with the strawberry. What is it? Strawberry, pineapple, and what's the
chocolate?
third?
Is it fudge?
Chocolate, I guess so. On the banana split.
On the banana split that I like, I think it's Brahms. I think it's strawberry, fudge, and marshmallow topping. You know that marshmallow?
Okay, that's not
you know what I'm talking about?
That's not a banana.
I think they do that.
It's strawberries, pineapple, and I can't remember what the third.
So do they put strawberry on the strawberry scoop and pineapple on the vanilla, or how do they?
It was a banana slice, so it flanks each side, and then you have just vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
And then you put strawberries, you put pineapple. Chocolate maybe.
I thought it was a scoop of strawberry, a scoop of vanilla, and
No,
a
that's
scoop of
Neapolitan
chocolate.
ice cream.
Yes, but I don't know why in my head I was visualizing
that's right.
scoops.
Well, fudge is still in the lead, just slightly over half. Caramel is bringing up at second. Okay.
All right, guys.
So we'll be checking up later on
Yes,
this, right?
hour 3, so keep voting and leave us comments, but don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this. Yep.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
All right, folks, welcome back. Temperatures this morning are chilly, but we're running about 10 to 15 degrees warmer this morning than we were yesterday morning at this time. 40 degrees in Joplin. Warmer air moving in from the west. You can see it's still quite cool to the east in the upper 20s. West Plains, Mountain Home, Poplar Bluff, even over to Fort Wood, all coming in the 20-degree range for temperatures right now. 31 Springfield, warmer air to the west. That's going to be moving in through the daytime today. Wind chills, yeah, pretty cold this morning still. 20s and teens. Feels like 21 now in Fort Wood, 19 in Rolla, and it feels like temperature of 20 here in Springfield. Today it will be a warmer day. We only got to 36 degrees yesterday afternoon. It's pretty cold. Today will be in the upper 50s to low 60s. A mix of sun and clouds today. It's going to be pretty windy, and relative humidity will be about 30%. So given that we're going into fall now, and leaves are turning brown, the grass is getting dry, and we got dry air and high winds today. We're going to be watching for an elevated fire danger for this afternoon. Winds will be gusty out of the south and west from morning through the early afternoon, up to as fast as 30 to 40 miles an hour from the south. So kind of windy out there today. Tonight, not as cold. The winds also relaxing this evening. Upper 30s for a morning temperature tomorrow. Upper 60s near 70 tomorrow. A northwest breeze 5 to 10 miles an hour. Low 40s tomorrow night. Thursday about 70. So we've got warmer weather on the way after this morning.
Whether it's a neighborhood cafe helping people reconnect or a tech startup hiring its very first team member, small businesses are a driving force that is helping to power the U.S. economy. Here to discuss the impact of small businesses are having on the economy and their communities and how the Gusto Awards are helping recognize that progress is Caitlin Matalone, Head of Small Business Communications and Advocacy at Gusto. So good to see you. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning, Jeremy. It's so great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure, and we love small businesses and supporting them all over the country. So what does this surge in entrepreneurship say about small businesses in America today?
You know, I think what it says about small business is there's nothing small about small business. If you think about it, there are 33 million small businesses across the US, and that makes up 99.9% of all businesses across the country. And so, yes, to your point, we're seeing this surge in entrepreneurship. In fact, just this past year, 5 million new small businesses started up. So this era of entrepreneurship is revving up, and it's a trend that we don't see going away anytime soon. And as I like to say it, the future of business is small.
I gotta say, I totally respect people who start a business because it is scary, it's intimidating, and I say, that risk is worth the reward because I love what they're doing for their communities. So in what way does Gusto see small businesses having a lasting impact on their communities?
Yes, well, I totally agree with you first and foremost. And, I think if you asked anyone walking down the street, they'd be able to point to a small business that made a meaningful difference in their lives, whether it's, the coffee shop down the street where the barista knows your order by heart, or a local art gallery that's giving local artists their first big break. Small businesses are the backbone, really, of our communities and our economy, and we need to have their backs.
Yeah, I tell you, my favorite thing here, just locally, is going into that restaurant where you know the owners, you know the servers, they know your order. There's just something about that community feel of going into a restaurant, and dare I say, where everybody knows your name. I'm just saying, it is. There's something about it I love.
It's a magical experience.
It really,
Yes,
really is.
it's wonderful.
So, Caitlin, can you talk about the Gusto Impact Awards? What are they, and how can business owners apply?
Oh, I can't wait to talk to you about the Gusto Business Awards. So these are actually the Gusto Impact Awards, and it's open now at gusto.com/win. Applications are open, and they're open until November 21st. And really, all that a small business owner needs to do is head on over to the website and apply. The application itself takes about 15 minutes, and it's really an opportunity for a small business to talk to us all about what they do, who they serve, and the meaningful impact they're making on their communities. And we can't wait to hear all of these amazing stories that small business tells us.
Oh, how lucky are you to get to hear all these amazing stories? That's so great. So what will the winners receive, and how has this program benefited local entrepreneurs?
So out of this national applicant pool, we're going to be selecting 5 regional winners, and each of those winners is set to receive $40,000 in local marketing, $10,000 in cash, and then 1 year of free payroll services through Gusto. And in terms of the impact of these impact awards, we actually had a previous winner from years past who was able to take these winnings and open up a second retail location, which was really exciting for them and for us to see the impact. And so we can't wait to see what folks do this year, and we really encourage small businesses to apply.
That is amazing. I love what you're doing. So if somebody wants to maybe enter or learn more, get more information about the Gusto Impact Awards, how do they do that?
Gusto.com/win. It's all there for you.
That is so easy. Can I say too, Caitlin, you look like Claire Danes to me. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, I'm so deeply flattered by that. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that this is on film. I can't wait to show that clip to everyone I know.
Oh, well, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for what you're doing for small businesses and entrepreneurs. We appreciate it, Caitlin. Have a great day.
Thank you. You take care.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.
Willow Green Acres is getting ready for their annual holiday market, and with us this morning is Arantha McKnight. Did I get that right?
You did.
Oh, good, all right. To tell us all about it. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. Okay, first of all, tell folks what Willow Green Acres is about.
Okay, so Willow Green Acres is this little hidden gem off of Highway 60 and 125 in Rogers, just outside Rogersville, about 15 minutes away from Springfield. Okay. And we're not just a garden shop, we are a campus. We have a tree farm, we have greenhouses, we have a 7,500 square foot antique mall, we have a 3-story gift shop. It's just a little bit of everything there.
It's a warehouse.
It is,
it truly is.
It's huge. Now, I'm sure you're huge in the spring, but it's the holiday season.
Yes.
And you have something coming up.
Yes, we do. We are so excited to be having our 5th annual holiday market this coming weekend. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have one of our heated greenhouses stocked full of vendors and small businesses. Great time to shop for gifts. Yeah. Santa and Mrs. Claus are going to be joining us for kids. Pictures with kids and story time. We're going to be having sales throughout our antique malls, and we're having a 25% off deciduous trees sale, which is an awesome time to stop in and get a few for your home. Yeah. We started a rewards program, so that is a great time to earn up points for that.
Oh, this is the greenhouse, I'm
yes.
That but I was reading like 3 stories of, I mean,
yes, so
this is huge.
Yeah, we have a 3-story gift shop on campus as well that has, again, local vendors, local businesses, as well as vintage decor throughout all 3 stories. You can find stuff for Christmas, but we still have stuff up for Easter and birthdays, weddings. It's just a whole holiday event.
See, that's what I like too. It's not, you think, because I've actually bought some evergreen trees from you guys years ago, which I loved. But it's more, there's so much more to it. There is like the plants, the flowers, the trees, the decor items. And I know you have some great Christmas decor.
Yes, we not only have, obviously, in our antique mall, all the vendors are bringing in their great vintage Christmas pieces. In our garden shop, we have pieces for the plant lover, the plant geek, as we say. And then that 3-story gift shop is full of gifts for yourself, gifts for your loved ones. We have even food items and things like that. So it is a completely amazing place to just go and spend a couple hours.
It sounds like a great opportunity to support local business.
Yeah, we're huge into just continuing to support the Rogersville community as well as surrounding communities. So a lot of the gifts that you'll find in our gift shop are all locally made, locally sourced, and the creators come in quite frequently as well.
And it really is like really almost in between Rogersville, Springfield. Like it's that perfect distance in between. Because when you're on 60, it's like hop, skip, and jump.
Yes, yeah, it takes me about, I think, less than 16 minutes to get from my home to there, and then it's just right there off the highway. It's a great pit stop, especially if you're traveling. We get a lot of travelers during the summer who are like, let's walk around an antique mall.
Yeah.
Pardon me if you've already said this and it didn't stick in here very long. Food and beverages available as well?
Yes, we're going to have food trucks as well as a coffee truck serving all kinds of hot coffees, iced coffees, as well as hot cocos, ciders, and then, of course, we'll have food trucks for just whatever you're looking for.
So during the holiday market, what is the most popular item? What are people really looking for? What have you found since it's the 5th annual?
So it really depends on the person coming in. We have people who are shopping for the perfect gift, and we really try to curate a variety of different local creators, local artisans, as well as bringing in additional vintage and antique vendors who aren't in our antique mall. But a lot of people, especially this year, are looking for that good traditional Christmas vibe. So we have people shopping for that in our antique malls already. And then again, just the really homemade, heartfelt gifts are just making a comeback this year. So, and that's exactly what you'll find there.
What are Santa and Mrs. Claus going to be doing there?
Yes, so they're going to be joining us from 10 a.m. to noon, and we have a whole little setup for them. A great couple that are going to be hanging out with us, taking pictures with the kids, and then at 11:45, Santa's going to be reading a story for the kids, and we'll have little gifts for them afterwards. So it's going to be a really fun time.
Now, when is this happening? And then can you tell people how to join the rewards program?
Yes. So it's happening 2 days. Friday is going to be from noon to 4 p.m. and then Saturday it's our big day. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they can come anytime. It's a come and go, free admission. So you can come and enjoy all of the decorations, the views, and just have a good time with the whole family. And then to join the rewards program, this is key. You want to enter your phone number as you're checking out before you check out, so you make sure to get those points. And then it's free to sign up. You'll be sent a couple text messages when we have sales running, so that way you can stay up to date on that too.
Use your points.
Yes, use your points.
That'll come in handy next spring when you want to buy some trees and some plants, which I probably will. And I loved your huge selection. There's the information on your screen right there. So good to see you. Thank you for coming
so much. Thank you. I had a blast.
We'll see you at the
Have
holiday.
great holidays.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this. All right, friends, we need your help to honor an incredible woman who makes a difference in our community. It's our remarkable women. From across the country, 125 extraordinary women will be selected as a local market finalist for their self-achievement and community impact. These women will be celebrated in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'll have the experience of a lifetime, including
round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and ground transportation. Special events with fellow remarkable women. national and local media recognition across Nexstar stations, digital and social platforms, potential inclusion in a nationally televised primetime special on the CW network, News Nation, and on Nexstar television stations in 116 U.S. television markets. If you nominated someone last year, you're welcome to share her story again this year and give her another chance to be recognized. In fact, you can nominate more than one person. The contest runs through December 19th.
We need those remarkable women, guys, so nominate now, please, if you can. It's so much fun. And remember, Marcy Bowling was our local remarkable woman last year from Watching Over Whiskers.
Yes.
Which was fun. She had a great time, too. And she was on the Jennifer Hudson show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the remarkable women were, but that's awesome. Okay, guys. Hey, how about a little pot of potpourri?
I say that sounds like a good idea to me.
But today, since it's Veterans Day,
yes,
all veterans themed. Veterans Day themed. Okay, here we go.
All right, what do we got?
When was Veterans Day originally celebrated? We have multiple choice on this one. You ready?
All right.
When was Veterans Day originally celebrated? The first Tuesday of September, always November 11th, the fourth Monday of October, or August 16th?
I want to say it's always been November 11th. Originally, I think it was Armistice Day, which means it was because the armistice for World War I was signed on November 11th.
Okay, well, according to this, it used to be the fourth Monday of October.
Okay.
There's a reason. The 1968 Uniform Holiday Bill assigned Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October, but many states disapproved of this decision. In 1975, President Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th. Returned it to November 11th.
Well, it was returned to November 11th.
Well,
now, I don't know, maybe
yeah,
because, well, I remember the Uniform Holiday Bill, that all the things were put on Mondays. To the first Monday, maybe it wasn't called Veterans, maybe it was still Armistice Day back then. I don't remember.
What does that word mean?
The armistice, the surrender, the
Oh, okay, thank you.
the cease of war. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Here we go. Here's another one.
Okay.
I'm gonna bet you can get this one.
Okay, let me see.
What's the original name for Veterans Day?
Oh! Okay, okay, go. I got this. Multiple choice?
Yes.
Okay.
Service Members Day, Armed Forces Day, Armistice Day. It's always been Veterans Day.
I'm gonna go with the word I can't pronounce, Armistice Day.
Armistice.
Armistice, is that right? Armistice?
You're right.
What's
it is.
up?
It's Armistice. Oh,
I read that?
Darn, go ahead, read it.
No, Armistice. I want to see how it was spelled.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Armistice Day. Okay, Armistice Day.
Began as a celebration recognizing the victory of Allied forces of World War I. It was renamed Veterans Day by President Dwight Eisenhower in 1954 and is now dedicated to service members of all wars.
That is fantastic.
And I think service members in general, not just of war.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom, which state held the first known veterans celebration?
Oh.
A, New York, B, Texas, C, Alabama, or D, Iowa?
I'm going to say New York. It's probably Iowa or something.
It's Alabama.
Alabama.
The first
Good for
celebration
them.
referred to as Veterans Day was held in Birmingham, Alabama, November 11th, 1947.
Okay.
A World War II veteran named Raymond Weeks, a native of the city, organized the event, which included a parade and other festivities. That's fascinating. But look, back to November 11th. So I think you were correct. It's always been November 11th.
Okay.
For that
All
little
right.
time
Okay.
period.
All right. Now
Except for
here's
that.
another one. That's interesting.
Interesting.
All right. American troops in World War II were often referred to by the abbreviation GI.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
G.I.
What
Joe.
does GI stand for? I'll give you, and you'll get this. Green inside, ground intelligence, gun installation, government issue.
I want to say government issue.
Stop there. Yes, it's
Okay.
government issue.
I almost said the ground one.
Yes, the ground intelligence, yeah.
Because that does make sense to me.
While the origins of this popular nickname are somewhat murky, the abbreviation was widely interpreted as meaning government issue or general issue, with servicemen using it as a reference, symbolizing their belief that they were mass-produced products of the government.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. And who didn't grow up playing with G.I. Joes, but not knowing what they all meant? Okay, women currently make up approximately what percentage of the overall veteran population in the United States? This has no multiple choice. It just says A.
Okay. I'm going to say 17%.
Now, Charlie, I hope this is right because it says A. Oh, thank you. A means answer. Okay, so go ahead. What did you say?
I said 17%.
Not far off, 10%.
10%.
But very, very close. Very close. Okay.
All right.
Another one.
Another one?
Yes.
All right.
I'm loving this trivia. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah. What is the name of the treaty that marked the official end of World War I? Treaty of Paris, Treaty of Versailles, Peace of Westphalia, Treaty of Ghent.
I have no idea because I was telling Charlie this morning. I don't know I don't know who was in World War I and World War II. I get them confused.
The world.
Well, yes, but which countries were fighting each other?
Everybody against Germany.
That's two, though, right?
Yeah. Well.
Or is that also one? I don't know. See, I don't know.
It's right. 1 and 2 were Germans, but there were other
and
allies.
Then there was something I learned in history class about the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand that started the war.
Yeah.
But which one? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, 1.
Yeah.
Then okay, and then 2.
And it almost failed. The assassination. Yeah, they missed originally. The assassin was sitting in a coffee shop, and their car was redirected because of I don't know if it was the motorcade, whatever. Redirected. He went, oh, there he is, bang, and he shot him and his wife.
Oh, terrible.
So which is it? Treaty of Paris, Treaty of Versailles, Peace of Westphalia, Treaty of Ghent.
I'm going to say Versailles because that sounds fun.
You're absolutely right. Treaty
Am
of
I?
Versailles.
That was guessed.
Signed on June 28, 1919, 7 months after fighting had ended in the Palace of Versailles in France. I don't think so.
Okay, let me do one more. By the way, fun fact, Queen of Versailles starring Kristen Chenoweth just
I thought that the armistice was signed in a railroad car.
We'll Google. Tom.
That was what? Civil War. No, that wasn't the Civil War. That was Appomattox.
Tom, what's the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day?
Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Memorial are for the fallen soldiers. Veterans Day is for all soldiers, all service personnel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Guess. P.S. Queen of Versailles starring Kristen Chenoweth has just debuted on Broadway. Fun fact about Versailles.
Oh, okay.
Different Versailles, though. However, the weather.
Was it?
Well, she's an American woman who was just filthy rich and started to build a mansion that she couldn't afford.
Oh, okay.
That she called Versailles.
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 Just up northwest of us.
That's right. Oh, Tom
Hey,
Schmidt.
there's Tom.
Oh.
Hey, I got another trivia question for you all.
Go ahead.
What city is considered the founding city of Veterans Day?
Alabama.
That's a state.
Birmingham, Alabama.
No, that was the first parade.
Okay.
Emporia, Kansas.
Says who?
It says Emporia, Kansas.
I like the thought, though.
Yeah, there you go. A little fun fact.
Wasn't Eisenhower from there somewhere?
Yeah, he was from Kansas, and so that kind of convinced him to sign into law the next year. Hey,
Probably.
let's, right. Springfield right now from the square camera. We got the trees hanging on to some thin leaves right now. Going to be windy, so a lot of leaves are going to be coming down today, too. Some upper-level clouds, but that's it. It is still cold here, but colder air moving off to the east of us now. 25 Nashville, meanwhile 35 here in Springfield. Compared to yesterday morning, a good 10 to 15 degrees warmer. It will be a windy day today. South winds gusting already close to 30 miles an hour. Those winds from the south will lead to an elevated fire risk for today. Now, the winds do die down this evening, and tomorrow's not so windy. We'll be back with Hour 2 next.
right, welcome to hour 2 of Unscripted. I'm Tom Turton.
I'm Jeremy Rabe. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah. Action-packed so far.
Yeah. Have you been outside this morning?
No. Well, only to walk from my car inside.
And that was enough, wasn't it?
That was fine.
Yeah, it was kind of cold and windy out there. This is the day that I'm actually thinking, oh, wind chills. Dress for wind chill.
Yeah. And I still haven't got out my winter coat. I'm still wearing a jacket, not the winter coat yet.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. I refuse.
I know.
I don't want to give in.
You're cold. Yeah, I know. You're stubborn. I know. It's still going to happen anyway you look at it.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
We got action-packed 2 more hours to go. Hope you're ready. We've got Festival of Trees. We've got Silver Dollar City. We've got, I can't even think of everything, but it's a lot.
There's a bunch.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be action-packed. And the thing I like best about our show is we're letting people know what's going on in our community. Because there's so much going on, especially November, December.
Yeah, that's just tradition in the Ozarks.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. You know another tradition in the Ozarks?
What is that, Tom?
Tom Schmidt and the weather.
'Tis true.
So let's get on with this I guess if it's reoccurring, that's how it becomes a tradition, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Wait, weren't Tom and Tom, you were talking about the record low just a minute ago. It was 11.
Record high
record.
and low on the same day.
Was that in the 1890s or was it like
1911.
1911.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Record high, record low, and over a 24-hour period, what did it drop, like 80 degrees?
Yeah, well, I think it started at 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And we went down to the single digits.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think by the next morning, though, it was below 0.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So the 24-hour period, it was, if I remember correctly, it was like an 83-degree
something like
swing
that,
or something. Yeah.
on the same day.
Right. Pretty crazy. The Great Blue Norther is what it's known as here locally. Yep. Kind of wild. That was this day, and now we're kind of doing the opposite, right? We were 36 degrees yesterday. Today we're going to be about 60 degrees. So not as big of a swing, but we're going from cold to warm on this day, the 24-hour period. Table Rock Lake out there looks okay, kind of overcast, right? The skies are kind of gray with some upper-level clouds blowing on through, giving us filtered sunlight. That'll be the case for most of today. We have a south wind right now, steady at 20 miles an hour in Springfield and over in Joplin. Also a little breezy in Rolla, Fort Wood, and up in Clinton and Stockton, too. I imagine a little windy there, too. Today is going to be windy. Southwest winds consistently 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting to 35, possibly 40 miles an hour, west of Highway 65 today. Given that we have low relative humidity today and our fire fuels, leaves, the grass starting to dry out a little bit, we'll find some elevated fire danger today. So again, dry air, dry grass and leaves, gusty winds. Yeah, you'll want to limit your outdoor burning today. Now, if you have any burning plans, the rest of this week looks pretty good after today. All right, just wait one more day. We do have a slow-moving rain system coming our way for early next week. We're going to get warm this week, okay? We're 60s and 70s beginning today and then through about Saturday. And as we go on through Sunday and Monday of next week, we'll find a little storm system come up here. We'll find a chance of rain, maybe a few thunderstorms too. There's still some uncertainties around that storm system, but next chance of rain doesn't arrive till the end of the 7-day. So for the time being, warm and dry. Warming today, but really don't get warm until tomorrow, all right? Not as cold tonight, 38 degrees. 67 Wednesday, 70 Thursday, in the 70s both Friday and Saturday, and then we're going to end the 7-day with a chance of rain.
Those numbers are a lot better than the last 2 we've had.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom. We do appreciate those.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I know it's not getting warm yet, but that 60 degree is almost twice as much as it was yesterday. So I like even the 60 degree.
That's right.
Is that above normal, Tom, or is that about average?
60 is right on average.
Okay.
70s, that'll be above normal.
All right, that weather is too legit to quit with the one and only Mr. Tom Schmidt.
Yeah. All right, lots more Unscripted coming your way, so stick around. And welcome back. With us today are Bob Labruta, Vice President of Survivorship with USAA, and Jenna Saucedo Herrera, Vice President of Corporate Impact, USAA, excuse me. Good morning to both of you. So I think I may need a little schooling on this. Explain USAA. Please tell our viewers about that.
USAA is a financial service organization that exists to serve service members. That's what we do day in and day out. And we've advocated for service members for over a century, but this Veterans Day, we're taking that advocacy to the next level by launching Honor Through Action.
Yeah, explain that, please. I guess there are 3 areas of focus where that's concerned.
Sure are. That's right. Honor Through Action is a national movement that aims to transform the lives of military families, focused on meaningful careers, financial security, and overall well-being, and anchored by USAA's $500 million financial commitment over the next 5 years.
Okay, it's a joint effort, though. I mean, we're talking about you're kind of husbanding many different resources to help make this happen.
That's correct. You know, USAA is certainly going to lead from the front in launching this alliance, but we're going to bring alongside us corporate partners, nonprofit partners, and public sector partners along the way. We know that these challenges are too big for one organization to tackle alone, and we'll do it with an alliance and inspiring a broader movement across the country.
I was also going to ask, you know, you have the 3 areas of focus that you mentioned. How do you implement this? How do you it's one thing to say, here are our 3 areas of focus. It's another thing to implement that.
You want me to take this one, Jenna?
Please.
So anyways, 38-year veteran, United States Air Force. To all the veterans out there, happy Veterans Day, and to the families that sacrificed so they could serve, happy Veterans Day to you too. It's an incredible opportunity for USAA to have this call to action. We want all of the nonprofits and all of the public and private companies to join us in this venture in these 3 key areas that were actually presented to us by the veterans themselves. They came in and they let us know that these are areas that they need to have us focus on, and that's the reason why $500 million over the next 5 years committed to financial security, making sure that we can ensure that they have meaningful careers, and of course their well-being, physical, social, and mental, is so important to that community that we are invested in it, and we have got a plan of action, and it's a call to everybody to join us.
I was going to say, this is a national conversation, I assume, that you're trying to start or initiate.
That's absolutely right. And we're starting at this Veterans Day, but our hope is that we would celebrate and honor Veterans Through Action every day of the year.
You know, and please, it's just an answer I would like to find. How is this different? Because there are many places that say, we want to honor veterans and keep them in the forefront all year. How is this going to be different?
This is about systemic change. So here's the reality, right? Organizations like USAA and so many others have done great work in contributing to military nonprofits that are providing these services. But the challenges continue to persist. So within these areas of focus, certainly our members elevated them to us. But in addition, the data points back up the concerns. Today, only 36% of junior enlisted feel financially secure. And if you couple that with the fact that military spouse unemployment is north of 20%, more than 4 times that of their civilian peers, that's a problem. So we know that there's a challenge, and we believe that USAA is the perfect organization to drive this type of change. And the real unlock will come in policy advocacy and operational change. You mentioned hiring veterans, certainly. That's also investments from a procurement perspective, right? Investing in veteran housing, et cetera. So this is about more than just philanthropy at this point. This is about operational and sustained changes.
Walking the walk, not just talking the talk, in other words. How can people get involved in this conversation? How can they get involved and help and find more information?
Well, we have a wonderful website, usaa.com/Veterans Day. Will not only help everybody understand what this movement's all about, but we also have all kinds of programs and initiatives out there so that if you want to make sure that you're involved in some way in supporting our veterans, that's the best way to do it.
All right. Bob, Jenna, thank you very much for being with us this morning. Bob, thank you for your service. Jenna, did you serve?
I did not serve, but I served today through USAA.
Thank you for your service to our service personnel. I appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more.
Long-term care has never looked so good than right here at the Maples Health and Rehabilitation right here in Springfield. Amber, this is a beautiful facility.
Thank you.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about it?
So we are a long-term care facility here in Springfield, and we also have a skilled rehab side as well. We can have up to 120 residents within our facility. This is where people come to bring their loved ones who need that next level of care. We really strive to be able to provide that care and that love and need for our residents, and to help them feel like this is home to them.
And speaking of, this looks like nothing I've seen before. It's so beautiful and it feels like home. And that's the goal for the residents, is to feel like home.
Yes, and that's really what we want it to feel like, is for home for them. I mean, they do live here. They're going to be here every day, and they wake up every morning and they go to sleep every night, and this is home. Our staff treats our residents like their family, and we love them like they're our family. They mean the world to us, and we want to make sure that the proper care is provided for them so that they feel like they still have their independence and still is able to have that quality of life.
That independence and quality of life, top priority, I think, for a lot of people, especially for seniors.
Yes, 100%.
And I know here you also really care about veterans, and you have quite a few veterans here.
Yes, we do. We have quite a few veterans here. We honor our veterans. We really just take a lot of pride in our veterans, and we love to share our stories and hear their stories. And we have a person on our staff that makes every one of our veterans in our buildings a blanket, a homemade quilt, to honor our vets and show that we appreciate them so much.
Well, would you mind if I got to speak with some of the veterans and kind of hear their stories and how they feel about living here?
Absolutely. I would love for you to meet our veterans. They're amazing. They're super sweet and so kind.
Awesome.
You're going to love being able to visit with them.
I can't wait, Amber. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For 18 months I was in Korea,
and this is a photo of you. May I look at it?
Yes,
Look, here you are.
Yeah, that's me 75 years ago.
Wow. That's amazing. And then on the other side, you kept some keepsakes. Tell me about the poem and the money.
That's the poem. And the money is a script that the military used. They never paid us in the regular money, always in this, so it couldn't be sabotage or so forth there. But the name of my poem was the Korean Blues. Out of the blue and out of the rocks and in the hilltops, there's a man gets mighty blue. Right in the middle of nowhere.
What a wonderful story. Thank you for sharing your story with me.
Enjoy that.
And I'm so glad you enjoy living here at the Maples.
Wonderful.
The time in the Army had a very significant impact, or it guided my life, my career. I'm proud to be a veteran. And following getting my PhD, I came at this time. It was called the Producers Creamery Company here in Springfield, likewise. And they had an opening, and so I came home, basically.
Came back home, yep.
You know, and so that's why I say my life in the military was a blessing to me.
Yeah, and a blessing to us, and thank you for sharing your story. Amber, I've had such an amazing morning here at the Maples.
Oh, we have loved having you here and being able to share our experience in our home with you.
I feel inspired. I've loved talking to your staff members, your residents. It's evident that you really do care about the residents, and that's what I love. I like seeing the emotion and that personal one-on-one care that you give. If somebody's thinking maybe they have a family member who might be right for the Maples, what's the best way to do that?
They can always go out to our website, which is the mapleshealthandrehabilitation.com, or they can always stop in here at our facility at the Maples on Sunset. I always encourage people to come in, even if they went out to the website, to come in person and take a tour, because you get to meet the staff, you get to meet the different residents here, and you get to have that feeling of home and whether it's a good fit for you or not a good fit for you. And all of the answers that you have and questions that you need answered are
And
going
I
to be
always say
done that
it's
day.
better to see it in person than even on the website. You need to stop by. So if you are thinking about somebody in your family who might be right for the Maples, make sure you go to the website or come by, get that tour. Talk to Amber and the amazing staff. They're here to help you. We'll see you right here at the Maples in Springfield. Guys, guess what? The Festival of Trees is coming up next weekend, November 21st through the 23rd. Here with more on this festive event. See what I did there? Darren Rohr and Sarah Peterson with the Shrine Mosque. Good to see you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I had to say the Fez. Can you just remind people, if they're not aware, why it's called Festival of Trees?
We are Shriners, and this is our headgear, so it is called a fez. So therefore, we make the play, and we call it the Festival of Trees.
Thank you for the clarification, just so people will know.
Works nicely.
It is perfect.
Yeah.
It
Good
is.
thing to know. It's been going on a while, too.
Since this will be our 8th event, our 8th one. We started in 2017, missed a little bit with COVID.
Yeah.
But we're back on track, and we're growing a little bit every year, so.
That's amazing. So what exactly is the Festival of Trees?
So this event is where we turn the Shrine Mosque into a winter wonderland and raffle off fully decorated and gifted trees, as you're seeing in these pictures. There's all different styles of trees, all different themes, gifts that go with them, and we have a lot of other fun things happening too, such we have vendors set up to go shopping. We have Santa that actually comes from the North Pole to the event to hang out with the kids and get pictures taken. It's just a great time.
It's amazing. I didn't realize it was with gifts, as though the tree isn't enough. I mean, they're generally absolutely gorgeous trees.
They're beautiful, Tom. And you know, the great thing about it is, so we have $5 to get into the building for all of the festivities that are going on. But the raffle tickets are only $1.
Oh, buy a bunch of them.
Yes. Yeah. But you know, the more you buy, the better you increase your odds. But
wow, who cares about that? It's what it's going for.
it is going for a great
That really
cause.
is the Shriners have been known. Well, how long have Shriners been around?
Many years.
And they work with children for many years.
They have, yes, they have. And like I said, we enjoy this event. It's one of our big fundraisers for what we do in this area. You know, so it helps keeps the lights on, helps keeps us in a home, and just helps promote our philanthropy.
Well, remind us what the Shriners do for our community.
Well, the Shriners do a lot here in Southwest Missouri. Our hospitals are where we send the kids. We do a lot of transportation from here to the hospitals for that. So we fund that so the parents don't have to, so there's no bills for them. So it helps the community and helps take that burden off the family.
100%. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If you ever talk to a child or an adult that was a Shrine patient, that building means so much to them. It is another home to them. These guys become family to those kids, and it's amazing to watch and just how heartfelt it is. I know one of my best friends grew up as a Shrine patient, and she'll cry about every time she walks in that building because that's how much it means. So it is important. That building, our Shrine Mosque, is over 100 years old. So there is a lot of maintenance for us to keep up with, but doing events like this help us keep that building up and going, and so we can raise funds. We do partner with some other organizations in the community, so they come in there and have events as well.
Yeah, and Shriners, they're more than a fraternal organization. That sounds like something you go to parties to, and that's about it. Shriners it's a dedicated group and have been for years and years.
Yes. Yes.
So what are the dates and times really quickly so people can know to come, the 21st through the 23rd?
So Friday, it is from 3 to 8. Saturday, the doors will be 9 to 8. And Sunday, 8 to 3.
Okay. $5 to get in, $1 a ticket, buy a bunch of them. Festival of Trees.
For a great cause and great decorated trees.
Absolutely. All right, lots more coming up. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, friends. All right, here to discuss new developments in prostate and skin cancer treatment and the connection between heart health and hormone therapy and how innovation is leading to more patient-friendly options is Dr. Raza Bakari, Executive Chairman and CEO of Medicus Pharma. So good to see you, Doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jeremy, for having me on your program this morning.
Well, it's a very serious subject, and we want to get to it. So how common are prostate and skin cancers, and what do men need to know about their risks?
Prostate and skin cancer are amongst the most common cancers in men. There are, when it comes to skin cancer, it is the most common cancer in the United States and rest of the world, and is gender agnostic. There are 5 million new cases that are diagnosed every year just in the United States. In men, these numbers are more than 1 million or so cases, so it's a substantial problem. When it comes to prostate cancer, that also has 300,000 plus new cases are diagnosed, and it is there are about 300,000 to 500,000 patients with advanced stage prostate cancer that are living for a very long period of time, but on hormone suppression therapies for the rest of their lives. So this is one of the most common ailments that men face.
So I'm curious, now some prostate cancer treatments can affect heart health. So why is that, and what is changing now?
The leading cause of death and morbidities in men with prostate cancer is heart disease. And the most of the approved treatment therapies that are in the market, they also cause cardiac comorbidities. They are not that kind to the heart. So there is an effort underway, and we are amongst the forefront at Medicus Pharma, where we are developing and we have in clinical trial a next stage hormone antagonist that is also cardioprotective. So we're very excited that we are at the cutting edge of bringing to market more effective therapies that are also have less cardiac complexities.
So, Doctor, what are researchers learning about less invasive approaches to treating skin cancer?
Skin cancer is treated quite effectively through a surgical intervention. It's called Mohs surgery. From the days of Adam and Eve, when I graduated medical school many, many moons ago, that is the treatment of choice. However, it is an expensive treatment. It is painful, not very aesthetically pleasing, and there are only so many patients that can be treated. There are about 1 million procedures can happen in the United States. So there is a thirst that there is an effective, non-invasive treatment, and we are very excited at Medicus Pharma, where we have these uniquely designed microneedle arrays that come out of Carnegie Mellon and University of Pittsburgh, which are now in a phase 2 proof of concept study, where we tip load a chemotherapeutic agent and apply it directly at the site of the cancer lesion and kill the cancer cells. So there is now hope that sooner rather than later, this could become commercially viable as it goes through a pivotal study over the next 2 years or so.
Doctor, it's wonderful how advancements in technology and science are helping so many people. Where can our viewers go to learn more information about this?
You can come to browse through our website at medicuspharma.com or go to nasdaq.com and click on our stock ticker MDCX for more information.
Well, thank you so much for all this great information, and thanks for everything that you're doing. We appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, Jeremy, for making time for us.
Of course. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.
And welcome back. Caitlin Garrett and Angela Milton, the owners of Archie's Lounge. You know Archie's. All right, special time coming up. Yes. Got a big charity auction coming up.
We do.
Tell us about it.
So this is our biggest event of the year. Whether charity or not, it is the biggest event. We go all out. We've been doing this for 30 plus years.
Yeah. I've been in 21 for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it all started, our auction angels, about 30 something years ago. Nobody can agree on when the first year was.
Might have been a little alcohol involved.
Yeah. So it started at the Glenstone Grill. That was the very first one, and they raised $800. And since then, we have raised a cumulative roughly $275,000 for various charities throughout the Ozarks.
Wow.
So we're pretty proud of
Last year
that.
was 22.
22, 23 we hit last year. No, I thought we broke 25 last year.
Oh, we did, yes, because
we broke 25,000 last year.
Okay,
in
so
one
how does
day.
it work, though? How does the auction work?
So we have a live auctioneer come in from Glenworth Auctions, had done it for years for us. And last year, yes, we were very grateful. Last year we had a new person come in, wanted to try it out, and he did amazing. But they come in live auctioneer, 2 p.m. day of.
They donate their time and their staff.
Yes, they do, which is fantastic.
Auctioneers do that.
Yes, they do, and
They
it's
do.
awesome. We
Good
love
on
seeing
them.
the community come together. So then we have various items. This is just kind of an example of some of the things we have. We have liquor baskets, and this is a signed Karloftis Chiefs jersey here that was donated. I know, right? We were so excited to get that donation. donation. That came from Arrowhead Sports Cards here in Springfield. It's across from that shopping center across from Bass Pro.
Yes.
Great people, good friends of ours, but they donated that. This bedazzled hat done by one of our lovely regulars, Allie. We just adore her.
Bling Alley.
Bling Alley, yes. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Kinda
Oh, you
shines
should
in the
see. She
light.
does bandanas, all kinds of. I mean, it's
Cowboy
crazy
hats.
good.
Yeah, she's
knows what she's
fantastic.
doing.
She does,
Yeah.
and it's all hand done, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, but that is like they bring the items up. They have little bid numbers, and everybody. It's just a live auction.
We have a group that's been coming for years. We call them the Ugly Sweater Kids.
Anyway, they fight against each other, outbidding. It's just a blast.
This one catches your eye, a Harley Davidson lamp. I don't know
Yes.
if you can see. I'm going to pick it
Yeah,
up.
by all means,
So you
please
can
do.
see it
Look
has a
at
bike
that.
on it right there.
That was donated by another lovely regular. Her
Very
husband
nice.
passed this past
That's
spring,
pretty cool.
and she donated that.
Yeah,
so.
several other items too.
Yeah, we have lots of Harley stuff. We have lots of liquor-themed things. So we have Bumbu Rum here. We've got Crown, Maker's Mark. We have a Jaeger basket down here
We
below.
end up with all sorts of gift certificates and products, from Jim's Steakhouse and Asby Automotive, and
Yes.
Just for Him.
Yeah.
Holiday Inn. I mean, so many people. And
Yeah,
places.
the small businesses of this community really
Yeah.
come together
Yeah.
for this, and they've done it year after year after year.
Well, I'm thinking if you've raised, that aggregate total all over the years, you've had to have really good pieces here.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah,
she's
I wish I
quite
could
the
bring-
crafty little person herself, so she comes up with all sorts of custom pieces. I know I sent some photos for you
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
of
nice. Yeah.
different
wood-
tables and chairs
Yeah,
that
make
she's
out
made.
of wood spools.
Oh, there's some things there.
Yeah, so there's the Christmas cake
yeah. Oh, yeah,
here.
the cake.
That's a tradition. If we have a second, I'd love to tell you guys about it really quick.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the Christmas cake tradition. Every year we have somebody donate.
that.
Yeah, she made that set right there. They donate a Christmas themed cake. And the last several years, a coworker of mine, Desiree Mitchell, she's done it. And then we've had a few others over the years that have donated their time, Yolanda's Cakes, things like that. But this cake goes,
Sorry.
it gets resold and resold and resold. So they'll buy it and then they say sell it again. So they gift it back.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they keep doing that. We've raised, I think last year's
It was
cake raised
$4,000
almost
change.
$4,000 for one cake.
Yeah, it
And only
started.
one person takes it home.
The tradition started over an ugly bowl of wax fruit years ago, and we're like, "Oh, let's sell it and see if we can," and we did, and then it just became a thing.
And then it moved
You know?
to cake, so it was at least a
Yeah.
little more edible.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we've just been very fortunate to have some
Yeah.
great donors. Those paintings actually have been done by a client of mine. So those are some of the beneficiaries, and then that's George Karloftis signing.
So when is this happening?
It is the second Saturday in December every year. So this year it's December 13th at 2 p.m. Cash and cards accepted. All proceeds are going to benefit those 3 local charities you see there listed on the screen.
For the 2 or 3 people who don't know, tell them where Archie's is
Oh,
located.
yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
1817 East Grand is our address.
Yes.
We're at the corner of Glenstone and Grand, just behind the Signal gas station.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, guys, thank
Yeah,
you
been
for all
there
you're
for 50
doing
years.
for these charities and this organization
Oh,
for
love
so
it.
many years.
Thank you.
It brings us the warm and fuzzies.
Yeah, it's our favorite day of the year.
Well, happy holidays to you.
Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
thank
Happy
you.
holidays,
Same
and thanks
here.
for having us.
And adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
I
Adopt,
agree.
don't shop. Adopt,
Amen.
don't shop.
All right, guys, now let's head down to Branson for some great food at the Outback Steak and Oyster Bar.
I'm on 76 Country Boulevard, and I am at one of the mainstays here on the whole strip, and that is the Outback Oyster and Steak Bar. And it is, well, I've got Bob and Lana here, and we're going to talk about this a little bit. First of all, thank you both for having us by.
Thank you.
I want you to explain when I said the original. This is different, not to make mistakes, right?
Right.
How is it different?
We have a bigger menu. We are not related to the Outback Steakhouse at all. We're only one restaurant, and we've been here for 35 years.
Yeah, it's
in
been part of
Branson.
the strip for a long time.
We bought it in 2018.
Okay, all right. And I know you've done a whole lot of work here. Talk to me a little bit about the menu, because this is, if you've been here before, this is not your grandpa's Outback, because the menu is much bigger here now.
That's correct. It's really not a steakhouse, it's a family restaurant now.
Mm-hmm.
We have
steaks, naturally, prime rib, all kinds of meat. All the steaks are prime steaks. The seafood is fantastic here. And we've added stuff for the kids too.
Yeah.
Plenty of mac and cheese for the kids.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I like mac and cheese too, so grown-ups can have it as well. But yeah, there is a much wider range of items. I mean, the appetizers, the salads, just everything you can want. I'm just touching on that a little bit, but there's one thing I know, Bob, you're a veteran, and with everything around us, you have dedicated so much to the veteran. It's a big part of your hearts here. Tell folks a little bit about how you've dedicated so much space here to the veteran.
Well, we owe the veterans a lot. So, for example, we have the Missing Man table, which stands for all those that we lost at different times. And we have a description of what it is and the sign there.
Yes.
And then we also have a room back that they sign. All the veterans get to go in and sign it. And we ran out of room on that, so we had to add different places. People love to come back in later and show their wife where they signed it and all that.
Well, it's a living wall of heroes is what that's all about.
Exactly right.
And I'm noticing on the table, you have a place setting for all the branches of the service.
That's correct. It's for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
So,
and I know if a veteran comes in the door, you give them a little break also on the food, right?
They do. They get a 15% discount off their food.
That's for them and their family too.
My goodness.
When they come in
Yeah,
together.
yeah. It's incredible because this place, I look around, I see flags. Of course, I've seen the signatures. We're standing right in front of the Missing Man. You really have dedicated, a pretty good amount of what happens here to the veteran. Why did you feel you needed to do that?
We owe so much to our veterans. My daddy was in World War II. We have lots of friends, Vietnam War. Just a lot of our friend group are veterans.
Okay.
So we just feel like we owe them a lot.
Well, I think we all do.
We do.
Ben, and you show it here.
And we celebrate them all year round, not just 1 or 2 days.
Right, that's very important. This is not just during Veterans Day or a weekend or anything like this.
Correct.
Yeah, that is amazing. Okay, someone comes in the door the first time, whether they're a veteran or not. When they come in the door the first time and they go, what do I want to eat? All right, I'm going to go both of you. What would you recommend first?
I like the Outback chicken.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
I'm
chicken.
not a big steak person, but the
That's okay.
Aussie marinated filet is really good. We have a 13-year-old grandson that is hooked on the Aussie filet. He just
Okay, if you
loves that
capture a
Aussie
13-year-old, you got something
no
going.
kidding,
Yeah,
no
you really
kidding.
do. All right, what's the one you would steer him
The
toward?
thing that we're really known about is the prime rib. It is wonderful.
Just kind of cut it with a fork, prime rib. See,
Sort of.
that's great. So you've got all the things, the entrees, the salad, the main courses, all of that right here under one roof. And again, it's Outback, right? But it's the original Outback.
Outback Steak and Oyster Bar.
See, that's what it's all about. Right here on the Strip in Branson. And veterans, please come and visit, come and stay.
Welcome back. There we are. Okay, guys. Good to see you. Welcome. Guess who's here? Our best friends.
I know. Oh.
Good morning.
Our
I was
best
fixing
friends
my hair.
forever. Brandy and Maddie from Silver Dollar City.
Oh, we're so
Good
happy
see
to
you.
be here.
Hey, you guys got pumpkins out, but it's Christmas at the city. Merry Christmas.
You Merry Christmas. It is.
You should have brought us some Christmas
It's
decor.
always Christmas at the city.
It
Come
is.
on.
You guys, and it's brighter than ever with our new grand fur. You guys, Tom's daughter is in the show down there. So
wait,
the grand
Sally
fur,
is?
yeah.
I didn't even know this.
You guys,
I was saving it for a surprise.
yes. So the grand fur is our new show, our new lighting experience. It's our Rockefeller Center tree that is lit 3 times in the plaza. 30,000 lights on this tree. That's why they had to get it from Oregon, because the trees up in Oregon hold the snow. And we're like, we're going to put some lights on this girl. So she's got to be strong. And so I can't wait for you guys to come see that. But yeah, it's the most wonderful time of year.
It is 6.5 million lights. We have Broadway-style shows. We have the steam train through the Ozark Mountains. And of course, the food is an attraction in itself. And our Christmas menu is just phenomenal, whether it's funnel cakes or it's a pot roast mashed potato bowl. I mean,
Has the crunchy little onions on it.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
And there's a little bit of crunch, and it's like pot roast and potatoes, but it's in a bowl. And
I love the Christmas menu. I think it's my
really
favorite.
Oh my gosh. That
But
sounds
you know,
amazing.
a lot of people I know are still in pumpkin mode and in Thanksgiving mode, but people are already starting to think about Christmas gifts for their family.
Yeah.
And so we do have our 2026 season passports on sale right now on a 10-month payment plan. So you can just kind of make affordable payments. The person you gift the pass to can start using it day one. They don't need to know you're on a payment plan. They don't know. You're just, so you're paying on it as they're using it and having the best memories ever. And so lots of just really great new stuff even coming in 2026. And so.
Well, you know, you mentioned food and you mentioned the lights but really the best part is the spirit of the place.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just the spirit of the city.
And you guys have felt that.
Oh, sure, that's why I'm
I really feel like it's just the people. The minute you walk in and you see the town square tree, which folks have asked, is that the new tree? No, our big electronic digital tree is still there, but down in the plaza, there's the grand
There's
fir.
the grand
So
fir.
she's all aglow. Our new show with Lindley Creek, Heart of Christmas. Rhonda Vincent will be with us every night after Thanksgiving for the Heart of Christmas show, and then the sing-along train, and there's another look at that grand fir, and it's just a knockout. Wow. So final year.
That's what I was gonna say. Didn't you post?
It's the final year of Rudolph's Holly Jolly Christmas Lights Parade, but Rudolph and his friends will be back next year with a longer parade. It's going to double the length. All new floats. The team right now is designing those beautiful floats for our parade next year.
Stars, lights, and Christmas nights.
Right.
Ooh, I like stars,
You love
lights, and Christmas nights.
And I'm going to butcher that and say it wrong every time.
I want a T-shirt.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we'll have T-shirts, but you know, it's just exciting enough with more stuff. I really want to give the gift of experience, especially with my little boy at home. So I think it's a great gift to put under the Christmas.
Can you bring him next time, please, so we can meet him?
I need an emotional support baby. In
I do.
He would just stare at you guys. He's in that staring phase.
I love your pictures.
By the way, emotional support.
I need an emotional support baby. I said,
like
bring this
that a
baby to our
lot.
office.
He's a Silver City citizen. You know,
He is.
He loves the place already.
You know I love the shows. Can you remind me of the shows one more time? What the holiday shows are?
Yes, so the parade, all right, got my mouth. Rudolph's Holly Jolly Light Parade, Dickens Christmas Carol.
Okay, good.
What? Heart of Christmas is brand new in Red Gold Heritage Hall. It's featuring Lindley Creek up to Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving to January 4th, Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass, is going to be the star of that show. And then, of course, the Saloon.
Yes, the Saloon show, the Fa La La Follies, and then Tinker Jr.'s Talking Christmas Tree. That's more of a kid's show, but enjoyable for everyone in the family.
And then our Old Town Christmas carolers, and Old Town Christmas carolers are roaming the streets.
They're everywhere.
It feels like you're in a Christmas movie.
I love singing with them last year.
Oh,
yeah,
so
you
talented.
did.
Oh, yeah,
So
we
talented.
did.
And then Living Nativity, and then we also have Spoken For. I mean, it's like everywhere you look, there's entertainment. So folks come just for that, even if they're not ride people.
The thing that I find amazing when you say 6.5 million lights, that's more than most cities in the United States in one place. And the deal is, you can read a newspaper out there. You have so many lights.
That's right.
Down there's lights, but then you look up and you see it against the dark winter sky.
So every board of every building is lined in lights. And shameless plug, we are up for Best Holiday Event, USA Today, for the 8th time. SilverDollarCity.com/vote. Give us a little click and woo!
Yeah, we'll see you over on CBS Color 10 for Hour 3 coming up right after this.
Bye.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hour 3.
Underway right now.
Yes.
Actually, on Color 10 CBS. Welcome. Hope you're ready for a great final hour on this terrific Tuesday.
I am.
No, I am. No, me first.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Who are you?
I'm Jeremy Ray.
Yeah, I'm Tom Turton.
Yeah. Sorry, we were having so much fun with Brandy and Maddie.
Yeah.
And then
they are a hoot. They really are.
The energy those two have, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So lovely. Anyway, guys, we've had a question of the day. Today's National Sunday Day, which is hard to. By the way, don't you think Sunday Day should be on a Sunday?
You'd think so, because then it'd be National Sunday Day.
See, I approve of that message. We were like, what is your favorite topping on a Sunday? I guess we do have a few comments, but here's the categories that we had. Oh, Tom, look, fudge is still winning.
Yes, it is. It is.
Classic.
And it's still at about 51%. It was that earlier.
Oh, it just went.
Why did I?
Look what you did.
Look what I did. And second place was the. They went to.
They went to the comments.
Yeah, the others.
Here's Annette from Nixa. Caramel and butterscotch together on a Sunday. Whipped cream does not belong on a Sunday. What?
That's what the third one is on a banana split, I think, is butterscotch.
I love butterscotch.
Yeah, butterscotch is good.
Ooh, I love butterscotch.
Okay, together on a whipped cream doesn't belong on a Sunday. Okay, all right.
See, I would think it does.
I don't know. I love peanut butter syrup,
Ooh.
says Desi.
Desi in Springfield. Peanut butter syrup, have you had that?
I haven't.
I wonder if you could melt peanut butter and make it runny and then just use that.
I think you should find out.
Do you want me to do it on the show with you?
Maybe a double boiler would be the way to do
Okay. Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try that now.
We could stretch that out to about 10 minutes, couldn't we?
The way we do things.
And if you had the chunky peanut butter, you'd have little bits of the peanuts in them.
You don't even have to add the chopped nuts now.
They're already there.
They're already there.
Whole step.
Shannon from Willow Springs, or is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Said caramel and maraschino cherries. I cannot say maraschino cherries. Sorry, I've never been able to say them. I said Marciano.
Marciano. I think you're thinking of the boxer, Rocky Marciano.
I might be.
Maraschino cherries.
I know. I've never.
Candied cherries.
Because you remember the line from Grease? He goes, "What's your last name?" She goes, "Maraschino, like the cherries."
Yes.
Marty Maraschino. However you say it. See, I can't even say it.
You just did.
Maraschino? Is that
Yes,
right?
maraschino.
See, in my head, it doesn't sound right.
But there are every word. Every now and then you just get to a point where the word and you go, maraschino. It just doesn't sound like a word.
No, I agree with you. That's why it messes me up in my head.
You could say maraschino.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be right, I don't think.
Well, guys, we're going to keep debating this for the rest of the hour. But when we get back, we're going to visit with our friends from Quilts of Valor of the Ozarks on this Veterans Day right after this. They're gorgeous. Friends, we're so happy to welcome Debbie Collar, Group Leader in Kimberling City, and Paula Johnson, Group Leader from Springfield, with Quilt of Valor of the Ozarks on this Veterans Day. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
So, who wants to start? Can you tell us about Quilt of Valor?
Quilt of Valor, actually the history of it, it was started by one lady in 2003. Her son was stationed in Afghanistan, and she was a quilter, so she made him a quilt, you know. That one quilt that she made has expanded now to a nationwide organization that has over 600 members, or 600 groups nationwide. They're in every state, and since 2003, Quilt of Valor has awarded 427,000 quilts to veterans. Wow. So it's a nice big organization.
Wow.
Leave it to a mom.
Yes,
that's the truth.
Absolutely.
That is the truth.
Tell us about what we're seeing in front of this, because this is, I mean, I know it's not breakable, but I keep in my hands in my pockets.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, these are beautiful works of art.
You don't have to keep your hands in your pocket. These are just a few of the quilts that have been made that we award to veterans. And we say award, we don't give them, we don't present them, we award them.
Mm-hmm.
They served our country and they deserve to be awarded for that service.
I agree.
They're nominated by family and friends, and then those nominations go into the national database. The national database then sends them to the states that they belong to, and then the state leader, which our state leader is in Mexico, Missouri, she then divides them up amongst the territories in Missouri that have groups. And that's how we get started. We get started with a list and just start making quilts.
And we hope we have enough quilts for the list.
Right. You know, we just keep making. I know Debbie's group is a lot larger than our group here in Springfield. We have about 15 active members, and so we are typically awarding anywhere from 75 to 100 quilts a year. Mm-hmm. Their group's doing much more than that, but that's okay.
Well, we just started, so we're still really gung ho.
I have a feeling that's going to last quite a while, though.
But yeah.
I mean, these are labors of love.
They are.
Yes, they are.
You may not personally know that surface person, but it's still the same feeling goes into it.
It is. A lot of our members in our group, and I think Debbie's is probably the same, have military members in their family, veterans, people that are still active duty. So that love is there for that veteran or for that serviceman. We don't just give to veterans, though. We do give to active duty, and I had one at our presentation award ceremony in September that was still active duty the day we awarded his quilt to him, but he retired that week following.
Oh, wow.
So it's really great to be able to award to all military servicemen.
Well, you were saying too about the group sizes being different. If you want to take new members, if they have a heart for this, can they learn to quilt, or do you need to already know how coming in?
Absolutely, they can learn to quilt. We will help anybody get started, and anybody to, some of them are very simple, some of them are a little more complicated, but we're more than willing to help people get started.
We want to get the Springfield numbers up.
It doesn't make any difference if they're complicated or simple. It's a quilt, and it's one of the best things that you can have to sleep under, to just sit down on your couch. And it's like we were talking about. These are kind of the original weighted blanket. You feel hugged by a good quilt.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely.
And when you're quilting, I'm curious about the patterns and the patriotic designs. Are they traditionally patriotic in theme, or can you do any kind of pattern that you like?
We prefer patriotic.
We do prefer patriotic. Now, patriotic is, by definition, not the same for everybody.
Right.
And we have Army veterans, we have Marine veterans, and so not everything that we do is red, white, and blue. Sometimes we get a panel that is very patriotic in nature, but it doesn't have red, white, and blue in it, and it wouldn't fit with red, white, and blue fabrics around it. So we choose then to use other colors that blend with it. So we had one at our Sunday presentation that was more on the greenish side, more for that Army, Marine type.
If people want to know about more about your organizations, want to nominate someone, or maybe would like to join and learn how to, make these beautiful pieces of art, how do they get that information?
You can go to the website QOVF, Quilts of Valor Foundation, and the very .org. The very first page that comes up is the nomination page. So you click on the nominate button and
QOVF.org.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
And you can even nominate yourself if you're a veteran. So somebody else doesn't have to nominate you.
Right.
Thank you for your work,
okay.
too.
Oh, well,
This
thank
is so
you.
beautiful.
Yes.
It's
Thank
a
you,
blessing
thank
to
you.
be able to do it.
Tell all the ladies we said hello.
Okay.
All right.
do. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, like a bad penny, this thing just keeps turning up. Yep, turning back time is next. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Your final warning before I begin. Now, that's me being nice. Okay? Here we go, and you can't say I didn't warn you. Here's turning back time. November 10th, 1975, the York carrier, the Edmund Fitzgerald, sinks during a storm on Lake Superior. None of the 29 crew members survived. Gordon Lightfoot's song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, 1976, made it to number 2, was based on this tragedy. When the ship was christened in 1958, it took 3 attempts to break the champagne bottle. This is considered a bad omen in shipping lore. Also, during the ceremony, a spectator had a heart attack and later died. When launched, she was the largest ship on North America's Great Lakes and remains the largest to have sunk there. Wow. The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Amazing.
Happy birthday to Mabel Normand, born November 10, 1892, American actress. She tossed the first pie ever thrown in a movie. A 1913 silent film, A Noise from the Deep, hitting Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, that's him there on the left, in the face with a custard pie. She was the first.
Amazing.
On film. Yeah. November 11, 1620, the Mayflower lands at Cape Cod. The Pilgrims then wrote and signed the Mayflower Compact, originally titled Agreement Between the Settlers of New Plymouth. It was the first governing document of Plymouth Colony. The Pilgrims' intended destination had been the colony of Virginia, but storms forced them to anchor at the Hook of Cape Cod in Massachusetts. With provisions running short, it was deemed unwise to continue. Good on their part. Happy birthday to General George S. Patton. His middle name was Smith, George Smith Patton Jr. Born November 11, 1885, American four-star general called Old Blood and Guts. He led the Third Army during World War II. He competed as the Army's entry for the first modern pentathlon at the 1912 Olympic Games.
Oh, wow.
November 12th, 1833, over 240,000 meteors fall during a span of 9 hours, with a peak of over 100,000 meteors per hour over North America. Many thought it signaled Judgment Day and the second coming of Christ, as described in the Bible. In Mark 13:25, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken.
Oh my gosh.
The Lakota Indians reset their calendar to mark this event. And now we know that every November, Earth passes through the tail of the Temple-Tuttle Comet, causing the Leonid meteor shower. You've heard of those. And about every 33 years, the shower is especially spectacular. Although the 1833 event was supposedly the most spectacular in modern history.
When's the next one? I want to see that. That's amazing.
Ask Tom Schmidt.
Okay.
August. Happy birthday to Brian Hyland, born November 12th in 1943, American pop singer. He's the guy who sang Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
Aww.
Made it to #1 in 1960. See, those are gentler days.
Oh, yes.
#1, Itsy Bitsy, okay. And he wrote that while he was still in high school.
Are you? Wow, that's impressive. Holy moly.
November 13, 1974, 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr. murders his parents, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters in their home at 112 Ocean Avenue. George and Kathleen Lutz purchased the house the following year. The Lutz's claims of paranormal happenings in the house were the basis for the Amityville Horror, both the book and the subsequent movies, in 1977.
Wow.
So it was based on a true house.
I would never want to buy that house.
No. Happy birthday to Dora Pascal, born November 13th, 1872, American general store owner. She is supposed to be, it's said to be anyway, the real-life inspiration for the Popeye character Olive Oil.
Oh.
Created by E.C. Seeger in 1919. She owned a general store in Seeger's hometown of Chester, Illinois, and was tall, thin, wore her head in a bun at the nape of her neck, and dressed very similar to Olive Oil. There was also another person in that town that he patterned Popeye after.
Were they a couple?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow, though.
But
That's
I don't
great.
know for sure.
Okay.
Right, November 14, 1910. Eugene Eli is the first, he has the first successful takeoff from a ship, the USS Birmingham. His plane nosedived after leaving the ship. You see how it's starting to tilt?
Oh, yeah.
His wheels touched the water, but he was able to keep control and landed safely on the beach. 2 months later, he became the first person to land an airplane on a ship.
That is just,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, airplanes still amaze me.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Buckwheat Zydeco, Stanley Durrell Jr., born November 14, 1947, American Grammy-winning accordionist. Yes! And Zydeco musician, popularized Zydeco, stomp style of music for the swamps of Louisiana. And finally this.
Okay, what?
What do the movies Sixth Sense and Titanic have in common?
Oh gosh, Tom, you would have to ask me this. The Sixth Sense, Titanic. I have no idea.
I see dead people. Thank you.
That was crazy.
Okay, the meteor shower.
Charlie has an answer for us. This breaking news coming in. Where are
the
you,
next
Charlie?
Leonid meteor shower is expected to peak on the night of November 16 and 17, 2025.
Wait, that's coming up!
Yes, it is. Like this weekend kind of thing.
That's 16, okay, that's Sunday night into Monday.
Yeah, all right. It's an annual event, but the peak this year will be best viewed late on the night of the 16th until dawn on the 17th. You should also look up during the 2 weeks before and after the peak through the shower. It'll be less active, but those are the peak days.
Tom, I had never heard of that before your story just now. You always
Leonid?
teach me things and then it comes up in a TV show, just so you know. But I didn't know about the meteor shower.
Yeah.
Ever, like how powerful that was.
Well, no, that one was the most powerful, they say, that's been recorded. I mean, the Indians even reset their calendars. What was it, the Lakota?
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'll be getting up early that morning and filming the sky for you.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Don't go anywhere. So much more fun coming up right after this.
And look who's here, the man, the myth, the legend, from the Resource Center, Bruce Porter. There you are. Good to see you. I've got to walk over there. And
Good to
shake
see
your hand.
you.
Yeah, always good to see
Yeah.
you. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about estate planning, I believe.
Yeah, we've got our last 2 workshops of the year coming up next week, Tuesday at 6 and Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so we'll give you some information to come and visit. They're good workshops. The last
I've
2
been
we're
there.
doing.
They're excellent.
Yeah.
Everything gets explained very, even I was able to understand it. So
Which is saying something.
Absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, he's right. Okay, we're going to talk, though, about, estate planning for blended families, which there are more and more of all the time.
You know, we looked at all kind of some statistics up. 40% of families, one spouse has a child from a previous marriage. So when you think about, the unique parts of blended families, yours, mine, ours together, and how do you divide that up, and what do you do when you're doing your estate planning?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we just have to sit down and have conversations about that.
And they have to be honest. I mean, there are some possible minefields out there.
Oh, there are.
Talk about
and,
this.
The things you want to try to avoid are family conflicts, things like that.
Right.
Because you can get into some issues that need to be talked through as a family before, it gets down to where somebody has passed away, and now you're trying to navigate that minefield.
You want to avoid punches being thrown and things like that.
Absolutely.
You really do. Okay, here are your options.
So inheritance considerations, how you're going to divide things up, that needs to be discussed. Remarriage, if, you're blended and something happened to one of you and then the other, at young enough ages, you can't blame them for being possibly remarried.
No.
So you need to discuss those types of situations. And then balancing lots of multiple interests, which we've talked about, yours, mine, prior to marriage, and now ours together. And how are we going to blend that? How are we going to divide that?
Yeah.
And what I've found over time, everything kind of becomes one. The longer you're married, the more the family becomes one unit and things like that.
But it can very easily happen the other way. Father has his son, mom has his daughter, he's got his money, he drops dead. Son, but mom may get it all, and this one's left out in the cold.
That's right. And without proper planning, some bad situations can develop out of that. So we've always found that it's better off just to get everything on the table and try to figure that out as we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Wills need clarity. They're clarity of your wishes. They're letting the world know, here's what I want. Trust, you're talking about kind of protecting assets and interest into the future and for the beneficiaries, making sure you've got proper designations on insurance and investments and cash, things like that. The things that we want to consider are making sure that there's no gray area if something unforeseen happens.
Oh, gray area is not going to work.
No, gray area doesn't work. Gray area creates family conflict.
Yes. And of course, you have different things here. Different things will apply to different situations.
Absolutely.
I mean, I might be able to find with a will, everything's fine. Other people, no, it's not going to work for them.
They need a little bit more of a complicated plan.
Okay.
You know, having open discussions with your family, having family meetings. This was an idea that was presented in a estate planning workshop years ago, and I can see a lot of benefit to sitting down as a blended family, letting people know, here's my expectations of what I want done, here's how I want things handled. You're going to prevent a lot of family conflicts by doing that, and educate your family members on exactly what you want.
Well, I figure if you have an open discussion about what you're going to have for dinner, probably should do it with your finances.
Well,
too.
yeah, and all of your stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a great time around the holidays to get together. And here's how you can go to our QR code. You can call 882-1800. And next Tuesday at 6 and Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Last two workshops of the year, they're great educational workshops.
Bruce, always good talking to you.
Good to see you.
All right. The latest from the Amazing Race is right around the corner. You see what I did at Race Corner? See what I did? We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back, friends. It is time for our weekly The Amazing Race European Adventure recap. Now, earlier, maybe yesterday, or maybe today, Charlie, I don't know, I've lost all track of time. I was saying, Charlie, I'm still bored, but you said you actually enjoyed this episode.
I thought this was the best episode of the season so far, in all honesty. I feel like there was a lot more happening, a little bit more drama, you know, out there.
Can we be honest, though? The bar's pretty low.
The bar is pretty low, yes, yes. That is very true, so...
Let's just say that. But going into it, to start off, we've got to fly to Romania. So...
And the drama starts right
there. Which you did tell me something that I kind of didn't catch. I did, but I didn't, about them fighting over the tickets.
Yeah. So, you know, the teams leave, per usual, their staggered amount.
Yeah.
But Joseph and Adam and Natalie and Stephanie get there about the same time. And, you know, those two teams and Jag and Jess have been kind of working together. Well, to get the ticket for the plane ride, Joseph and Adam kind of jump ahead of Natalie and Stephanie and they get the last tickets for the first flight. And there's about a 5-hour arrival difference.
Yeah.
Natalie and Stephanie aren't too happy. I mean,
So
I wouldn't
would you
either.
have fought them on it then?
I mean, personally, I would have. Like, yes, you're in an alliance. You were in it for a win, though.
Right. So who technically got there first, though?
I think Natalie and Stephanie got there, the smidge first.
Okay,
before
and
them.
I would have fought it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't remember, because when you said that, I was trying to remember.
But it looked like outside the building there was a rail along it, you know, like the sidewalk. And Joseph and Adam looked like they jumped over it, and Natalie and Stephanie went around it. But I mean, you know, is that fair?
Who was first in the door?
I don't know if they showed us first in the door or not, but I think maybe it was Joseph and Adam. I don't know. there's a hot.
Well, can I just say, from the things we've talked about in weeks past, I'm glad to see that at least they're not doing the whole line. Like, you remember last week, like, we got to wait for him in the car. Like, no, it's a race. Go. Yeah. So I at least appreciate that part.
Literally, yeah.
Now, when they get there, this is the one that I would never do. Skydiving from 13,000 feet. I was like, when they were showing that footage, my stomach was in my belly.
I think it'd be, see, if I did Amazing Race, I think it would be fun to try one time, just for this. Now, am I gonna go skydive on my own? No. But if it's part of this, I think it'd be fun to try once.
See, look at that.
But Phil said this is the highest skydive they've ever done on the show, 13,000 feet. Now, one thing about this one is it's kind of the great equalizer because everybody has to wait until the next morning to skydive, but they draw numbers. So even though the last groups left 5 hours later, they all get to kind of leave at the same time the next morning, just a little more staggered. So it is nice. Stephanie and Natalie do draw the last number, which I kind of thought was funny since Joseph and Adam jumped ahead of them.
But yeah, I'm wondering what the time lapse is of that because they did, I thought it was hilarious. They all stayed in those little, what do you call them? There's like container houses. Yeah, pod houses, which I thought was hilarious. They're all greeting each other. But then it couldn't have taken that much time.
Between like the flights?
The flights.
I heard one of them say later on in the episode there was 15 minutes between each plane. So not too terrible, you know?
Not terrible at all.
No. But then after that, I thought the next one was fun. For their next clue, they had to go over to the sheep farm right next door, corral and move 5 marked sheep from this flock. Did you like that one?
I mean, I did. I mean, I love animals. But I thought it was funny too how they were trying to get into the smaller one, but they kept getting into the big one and they were getting out. And again, I don't know how to herd them.
I thought it was so funny. I didn't expect it when the sheep started jumping over the fence. Yes. After they had them in there, I'm like,
Charlie, think about this. When you can't go to sleep, you have to count the
sheep. Yeah.
Yeah, they're jumping over the fence. So.
Right. And also just a small thing. Chelsea was talking to him, and I thought that was so kind of cute and funny.
I probably would have done the same.
Like, come on, little
I'd
sheep.
have been naming them, and then
she named him. I think she named him. She was like, "Your name's this. Your name's that." It was really cute.
I did enjoy that. So then they have to assemble a pontoon, and then paddle out for their next clue. Which, to me, I love the DIY aspect. I would have loved to put that together, and then paddling. Which seemed, that'd be pretty balanced, or they could.
Right. Well, and putting the pontoon together didn't look too challenging.
No,
it was
not like
more,
the other one.
Yeah, it was more the balance. I was like, I would have fallen in that water. I would have been like, I would have been wet the rest of the day.
Yeah. Now, can you tell me too about Joseph flirting with Taylor? Because I necessarily didn't see it completely.
Okay. So when he jumps out of the plane earlier in the episode, he says, "I love you, Taylor." And then when Taylor and Kylan roll up for the pontoon challenge, he's like, "Oh, along the lines of, oh, here comes something beautiful," or something like that. So to me, he's flirting, and I'm like, my dude.
I did hear that. Okay, I did hear that.
She is with her boyfriend on this race. Don't be trying to weasel your way in there somehow.
I could see that. I'm just saying, he's thinking long-term, long game.
And then also Stephanie and Natalie, they get a little lost on the way there, and they start to get a bit snippy with each other. So it adds a little drama within just their own team. I feel like it shows, they've been pretty cool-headed, but they've been at the front most of the time. So it's like, now that pressure's on, they're not doing too hot.
It shows you fight or flight. Crack under pressure, you handle it really well. And obviously, they're not handling it the best as of right now.
Right.
But then we're going on to the next challenge, which is either build bricks or make a mask. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Like the mud mask. Yep. I mean the mud bricks.
This was an interest. I don't know. I would have probably chosen the bricks one just because I'm not good with sewing. So for the bricks, they had to use a mixture of dirt, straw, manure, and water.
Right.
And then make a mold for 10 perfect bricks.
So correct me if I'm wrong, was it Tucker and Eric who started out doing we're going to make a big batch and then fill the mold?
Which is
I thought that was genius.
Yeah, no, it is.
I thought that was a great idea instead of just doing one by one.
Work smarter,
but it
not
still,
harder.
exactly, but it still took that took a lot of time to even build.
I feel like one of the teams was like, when they got there, they're like, Tucker and Eric were an hour ahead of us, and they're still here.
They're still working.
Yeah, so it shows how much, and honestly, I was very surprised how many teams had to do it because of all the teams, only one other team did not do the bricks.
Yeah, only Izzy and Paige.
Izzy and Paige did the masks, so they had to make a replica of these two replicas of masks that ward off evil, scare off evil. And Izzy was even like, we're going to do this one because I have sewing experience. And why would you not choose?
And I don't know, maybe I would have tried that one. I thought at first I would do the clay bricks, but that actually, when I was watching them, I could do that one.
I could see you succeeding at that one.
Yeah. And then, okay, so Taylor and Kylan are getting frustrated with each other, which I like to see. I wonder if they're still together in real life right now.
I don't know.
And then Stephanie doesn't read the clue fully and parks in the wrong area, which that would be my luck too.
And Natalie's even like, can we park here? Can we park? Stephanie's like, yeah, yeah. And then they can't, and it's like, oh, so a little bit more tension. So now, one thing I really did like about this from these past other episodes, we're not at the pit stop in the first half hour.
That's true.
About 15 minutes before the episode ends, we're finally going to the pit stop area.
Although I do feel like they skipped over a lot because I feel like they left a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Like they could have shown it earlier, but I'm glad they did space it out.
No, put the meat and the potatoes of the episode in.
That's funny you bring that up because I was thinking, I always pause my TV to see how much is left, and I was like, wait, nobody's got there yet.
Yeah.
I did think that, so it's a good thing you said that. Now, here's the thing. You know how I was complaining about Jack and Jas getting first for the first couple legs of the race? Now we're kind of seeing a new team emerge.
Yep. And it's your team.
It's my team. I've been rooting for them since day one.
This was their 4th first-place win in a row.
They're racking up those prizes, too.
Yeah. So, and it seems like after that, everybody was kind of at even place there based on the editing. I did think it was funny when they got there. Joseph, Adam, Taylor, and Kylan chased Phil around because they smelled like manure. And I didn't blame Phil. He was running around.
I loved seeing Phil doing something besides being a host. To me, that was very real of him just like running like stay off. I would do the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in the end, Stephanie and Natalie do come in last. I do think Adam and Joseph kind of are the catalyst that pushed it over. But I think it was a good episode.
And, by the way, Jack and Jess have to use their express pass by the end of the next leg. So I think they are going to use it next episode.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that'll propel them ahead of Tucker and Eric.
That's true. We'll find out.
So we'll find out. But hey, another new episode of The Amazing Race airs tomorrow night on CBS.
Well, here we are with another thrilling episode of Cinema Corner. And our producer, Charles.
Good to see you, Charles.
Good to see you, Thomas.
What's the latest in moviedom?
Okay, so first up, we're gonna go a little psychological thriller historical drama. Ooh, yeah. So this is PG-13. This is Nuremberg.
Oh, I like it
Yes.
already.
So it's based on the 2013 book, The Nazi and the Psychiatrist by James Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Which he wrote about the Nuremberg trials. So this follows a World War II psychiatrist as he evaluates Nazi leaders before the Nuremberg trials. He grows increasingly obsessed with understanding evil as he forms a disturbing bond with Hermann Göring.
Really?
Yes. So for those who aren't aware, Hermann Göring was Hitler's second in command. So this stars Russell Crowe, Rami Malek, and Michael Shannon. Some good, yeah.
Some heavyweight there.
Exactly. I will say, I'm not big on historical much of anything.
Okay.
Never really been my thing. Didn't really care for history class, you know. But I was like, I don't want to go watch this. But I did. And I actually really enjoyed it. A lot more than I was expecting. So, take with that what you will.
Yeah.
Great performances from Crowe and Rami Malek. I will say there were some times where Rami, though, he didn't seem like he knew what to do with his mouth. He felt like he smiled a lot randomly, but maybe that was as the character, you know.
Okay.
I haven't read the book to know like if that psychiatrist had those little quirks or something,
I
you know.
wouldn't think interviewing Nazis would be a smiling.
Well, and it wasn't, you know, they tried to, here's the thing, they tried to add a little comedy into the film. Not like anything like laughing hysterically about, but you know.
Not Mel Brooks funny.
Right. They tried to get some chuckles in there, but it didn't overly fit, you know,
Yeah.
which you'd expect for this kind of story.
Okay.
You know, but I think they were trying to make it not so heavy, you know, they were trying to make it a little bit more lighthearted, but it didn't really work. You know, but it doesn't hurt the film, I'll say that.
Okay.
It is nearly 2.5 hours, which is kind of like, meh, but it doesn't feel like 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
It really pulled me into it and just made me made the time fly, you know? So it's a good one, especially if you're a history buff, or even if you're not.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting topic. I mean, granted, let me say, it's been a long time since I've been in a history class.
Yeah.
This made me realize how rusty I am on World War II, and I really don't remember learning about the Nuremberg trials, in all honesty.
Really?
I mean, off the top of my head, I'm sure I learned about them at some point, maybe in high school, but I don't remember
I
studying
want
in
to say
depth.
much of the time the thing you heard was they had the Nuremberg trials where they had the Nazi high command,
Yeah.
et cetera, on trial.
Yeah.
And it may not have gone much farther than
And that's
that.
probably what it was, so, you know, it didn't stick in my mind.
Okay.
But it's a very interesting one to learn. I will say, this is not going to probably be for everyone. They do, in one of the trial aspects of it, show some footage, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was the actual footage they showed in the trial.
Yeah.
So you see some stuff from the concentration camps, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to make you feel. And it's going to make you just feel, how have we let that happen? How do we let those kind of things happen in our world? It's a good one, but it's a little heavy.
Okay. But if it's good, heavy's all right if it is good.
Yeah.
And obviously, you said it went by fast for 2.5 hours.
Almost 2.5 hours, yeah.
And it had sucked you in.
Exactly.
There's no doubt. Well,
Yeah.
well, good. Good.
So,
I'm glad to hear that.
worldwide, it's made $4.1 million.
All right.
And I forgot to put what my rating was, but I'm pretty sure I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. So
3.5 out of 5.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on, we have Die My Love. So this is an R-rated black comedy drama.
Okay.
And this is also based on a book. It's based on the 2012 novel of the same name by Ariana Harwicz. So it centers around writer and young mother Grace as she slowly slips into madness. Locked away in an old house, we see her acting increasingly agitated and erratic, leaving her companion Jackson increasingly worried and helpless. So we have two powerhouses taking on our stars. Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. So Jennifer Lawrence is one of the producers, but another producer who I wasn't expecting is Martin Scorsese.
Really?
Yep. Him and Lawrence, they were already working on kind of something. They were looking at adapting a different book.
Yeah.
But then they switched to this one because it would let Jennifer kind of, it was a more powerful performance.
Okay.
You know, a more challenging.
Well, Scorsese is in it. It probably, that
Well,
says something right
yeah.
there.
Well, he just produced it. He didn't
Yeah.
direct it or anything
No.
like that. But I will say, Jennifer Lawrence, amazing as ever. I love her in all of her roles, but this is a top-notch performance. It is a very interesting and wild film. This is not going to be for everybody.
Okay.
The overall theme and like topic is postpartum.
Okay.
So, as a man, and as somebody who doesn't have any children either, I couldn't quite relate as much. But some mothers are going to relate and know how this goes through. So, the male demographic might not be as overly invested in this film as the female demographic, but it's still a really good film.
Yeah.
Especially with the powerhouses that take on these characters. Okay. Jennifer Lawrence was actually 4.5 months pregnant at the time of the filming.
Really?
When filming started, she was 4.5 months pregnant.
Okay.
So, kind of just a little fun thing there, postpartum pregnancy, little tie-ins.
Trivia thing.
Yeah. So worldwide, it's only made 2.9 million so far. I think I give it a 3.5 as well.
Okay.
So, it's definitely not going to be for everybody, but it's a good one.
All right.
So, that's what we've got in theaters this weekend. So, coming up this next weekend, though, we finally have The Running Man with Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this trailer for the last year and a half. Then also we have Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the third installment in that franchise.
Okay.
Then we also have Keeper, which is kind of a thriller, psychological thriller one. So, streaming, we've got some good ones coming out this week. On Wednesday, hitting Disney Plus, we have Freakier Friday.
Okay.
I enjoyed that one. I think it lives up to the first if you're a fan.
A lot of people have.
Yeah. Then Friday, we have Eddington hitting HBO Max with Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. And
that should be good.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
One I know you're excited for hits Friday on Peacock, Nobody 2 with Bob Odenkirk.
Yep.
And then also Disney Plus on Friday, if you're feeling a little Christmassy, we have a very Jonas Christmas movie with the Jonas Brothers.
Really?
I know.
I've been waiting since last Christmas for that.
I knew you were. You've been asking about it all the time. So that's what we've got on the big screen and coming to the small screen.
I have to tell you.
Okay.
You recommended Frankenstein.
I did.
And I saw that just a couple of days ago.
Yeah?
Watch that.
Oh, it's so good.
Find it. It is a really good telling of the tale, and it is much like the book. Frankenstein, there are so many different iterations out there. This is a good one. This is a good one.
One, Guillermo del Toro, beautifully shot.
Yes.
Everything about it's just beautiful. The acting is amazing. It's on Netflix right now.
Yes.
If it's still playing in any theaters locally, you should definitely try to watch it on the big screen, though.
That wouldn't hurt at all.
Yes.
I watched it on my medium TV screen, and it worked just fine. But yes, would I see it on a big screen? Absolutely. It is brilliantly shot, brilliantly acted, and it's a pretty good telling of the tale the way Shelley originally wrote it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've seen online, people are raving about it.
Yeah.
So it's not just us saying that.
Nope.
It's a lot of people.
But we're the ones that count.
That's true. But that's what we've got this week.
Very good. Very good. There's always something good out there, and he's going to tell you about it if it's there, and he'll even tell you what he thought about it. So watch next time on Cinema Corner. See you then.
Oh, lots of good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and again, highly recommend Frankenstein.
Oh, really? Okay.
And there's a great one out now, Death by Lightning, I believe.
What is it about again?
It's about James Garfield, President James, and the assassin and all of this stuff. I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but so far it's in 4 parts, and so far I've gone through 1.5, and it's well done.
Wow. Okay, I've heard great things online and people talking about it, so I
Yeah.
need to check that out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, hope you've had a great Tuesday, not Wednesday today, but we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Wednesday for 3 more hours of fun. We'll see you then.
Bye.